Greetings, everyone. It's July 28th, 2026 on this Gregorian calendar. How's everyone? Give yourself a hug and a kiss as I give myself a hug and a kiss. Share it out to our digital audience. Share it out to the world. Share it out to people who would love to receive it. And please share some my way. Again, how's everyone? Yeah, here I am again with my thoughts. Um, and I'd like to say thank you to my new supporters. I appreciate you being here and finding something interesting about me. May this platform uh, have brought you some kind of learning. Maybe you learned something by coming here. And if I share something that you've learned and are interested in and would like to invite more people to maybe look at, I would appreciate that. Because no one has to be here. So anyone who comes here, I always welcome them and thank them for being here. Uh, and for the ones who have always supported me, uh, I always thank you dearly. And I'm glad that you're still here. Think that I still have something interesting to say. Okay, today's topic. You love it. I'm not even gonna be saying the relationships anymore because everything is relatable or about relationships. Okay, and I'm talking about just life itself. We relate to plants, you know, the sky, the planet, but mostly we relate to other people. And so, and this is gonna be our people in our lives. Okay? And so the topic today is protectors. And this is not for the men who are protectors in every way, shape, and form. It's not for you. Again, this is for the men who may need to open up their understanding more. And more so the roles they say they have, because a lot of men see themselves as protectors of women, their family, right? But what do you say to the men? And this is the question I'm posing to the men who are really upset with a lot of women who say that they can protect themselves. And basically, when men think of protecting women, it's only on the physical level. Like, what, if somebody come and try to attack you or whatever, I'm going to be there and take care of that. But a lot of times that rarely happens. That rarely happens. And which is thank goodness. But how about the men who some of women are married to, or women who are in committed relationship with? They're not protected. They don't see their spouses or their significant others as protectors. And the reason being is because they are the abusers. They are the abusers, unfortunately. And for the men who say women should pick better, What better can it be if you got someone who's in a committed relationship with you, or someone who you're married to? Was that picking better? You know? Because I need for some of you men to write down a list for us, some of us women who would like to know how to pick a better man. You know, we need some notes. They educate us on what a better man looks like. That would be so helpful. Because it's not about picking a better man, especially if you got someone, if you're in a committed relationship with, and if you have a husband. So you see, it's not picking a better person. You pick the best person who you are relating to at that moment, and you think that you're sharing certain ideas, you know, habits, whatever it is, you think you're sharing with them, and you think that, you know what, this is a good match. You got some chemistry. You know what? It's not you don't mind looking at them. You know, you have an attraction with them, and then other things may have come in step with that. Okay. So she thought that she was picking a good person, and come to find out, he's abusive. Now, he can be emotionally abusive to her. He can be mentally abusive to her. He can be physically abusive to her. He can be 2 out of those 3. Or he can be the whole 3 out of 3. And then the 4th one, it messes with her spiritual emotions. See? And I think that it has been really, really, really a big non-discussion with men and women on how protecting looked. I don't think men and women ever shared those discussions because it was just, thrown out to us, that men are protectors. Just a natural role. And men say that's what they naturally are, but they don't say that they're natural predators. And so those two things are on 2 different spectrums. You can't be a predator and a protector at the same time. At least that's in my mind. Now, for those people, those men who can, explain to me, yes, you can, I'd like to be enlightened. Surely, truly enlightened on you can be a predator and a protector at the same time. And I think that there has been an illusion with men thinking that they were protectors. Now we're going to go to scripture. Y'all know I love going to the Bible because a lot of men who say they're God-fearing and a lot of women say they're God-fearing too. They put God first. For these men who say, I am a protector. And if we just go back to Adam and Eve, let's see how well he protected her. Because when she was supposedly pulled out of his rib, one rib was taken from him, and this beautiful woman was made. she became a part of him. Okay? And when someone becomes a part of you, you would naturally think that that's a part of me. I'm going to protect it. That's a part of me. I don't want me to get hurt. That's an extension of me. I don't want her to get hurt. But okay. So somehow, after their creation, Adam found Eve. She done wandered off, and she runs into this serpent. So he didn't stop her from meeting up with this serpent. Maybe he didn't know. Maybe he was just too tired after giving birth to her from his rib, to notice. So that was failure number one. You didn't stop her from getting, beguiled by the serpent. You didn't stop her. You didn't protect her from this serpent. And then, once she gets this food or whatever she got from this serpent, she invited you to eat from it, and you partook of it. You ain't protest. You did not protest. You didn't even say to her, why you wander off without me? And why you over there talking to strangers? The snake and the serpent in particular. Why you over there talking to that serpent? What did the serpent say to you? Did you question her? Or she just says, you know what? He gave us this fruit, and I'm going to share it with you. And because he said that once we eat this fruit, this is going to happen. You ain't protest. You just run right along with it. So you didn't even protect yourself. Because you was given instructions from God not to do something. Both of y'all. And you both didn't listen. But she came from you. So you're supposed to be the leader. You're supposed to be leading her. So you failed there too. And then, when you were questioned by God, when God called y'all and said, where you at? And what did you do to Eve? He said, well, and then why y'all got clothes on? How the story is told. Well, we met up with this serpent, and he told us about if we do this thing, this is gonna happen, and whatever. And what did Adam say? Because God said, well, why you do that? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was the woman you gave me. She did that. She made me do it. So second time, you didn't protect her. You threw her under the bus. You didn't protect her the first time when she got away and talked to that serpent. And you didn't protect her when God asked you why you do that. She did it. It wasn't me. No protection. No protection at all. So, if we were to just look at that story, and then as a third one that came in, once the punishment came, right? Once the punishment came, because Adam, don't punish me. She did it. But once the punishment came for both of them, she was given a harsher sentence. Yeah, it's a sentence, a life sentence, a harsher punishment. He did not stand up to her. He did not stand up for her again. He didn't say, oh no, God, you know what? It was my fault that she did that. Don't punish her so harshly. Please, just give her a lesser sentence. Don't be so harsh on her. Didn't even stand up for her there. So now she got no protection, and she ain't got no love. She don't feel love. So maybe this will help the men, some of you men who are wondering why women are saying, I can protect myself. And how, I'd rather be alone. Because right there in the beginning, for the people who are into scripture, there was no protection, there was no comfort, there was no that you are a part of me, there was no love, there was no compassion, there was no care shown for her. And the same thing seems to be, I always say that there's always evidence of things. It's still happening today. And that's supposed to have happened maybe, what, thousands of years? No, thousands of years ago? Millions of years ago? Who knows? But the evidence is still showing itself to where women have withdrew from men. A lot of women have withdrawn from men because they don't feel protected. They don't feel loved. They don't feel cared for. They don't feel understood. They don't feel valued. And if you can understand that, then maybe you can re-examine the role that you say you play in her life, that she hasn't seen you show up for. It's been more harmful and damaging to her than anything else. The amount of abusiveness going on, and in fact, it's increasing. So they say, it's increasing. I don't go with a lot of stats because I think some things can be blown up just for people to be uh, um, put into fear, constant fear mode, and not to feel like, we can walk the streets safely. I don't think that, you know, I don't buy into a lot of the stats, specifically when it comes to our people, because, yeah, I just don't. So it could be more I could say, but this is just what's on me right now. And maybe some of you mature men and can help out the men who need to be mature and how they see women and why women are making the choices that they are making to be single and to not marry. Yeah. And so, with that said, thank you for keeping me company. I'd like to see you again. Keep your comments, if you're going to comment, keep them positive, keep them pleasant, keep them adultful. And I'll talk with y'all next time. I'm VBeautiful. Take care.